Welcome back and thank you for staying with Times Now. The monsoon continues to unleash devastation across the states of Assam, Odisha and Kerala, leaving dozens dead, lakhs affected and thousands displaced. When it comes to Assam's flood-related death toll, the number is now at 82. Kerala, meanwhile, has confirmed 6 rain-related deaths. In Odisha, authorities are on high alert after the Hirakud Dam continued releasing water through 22 gates, which is only worsening the flood situation in severe low-lying areas. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has approved an advance release of more than 2,000 crore rupees from the central share of the State Disaster Response Fund to support the states affected by the floods in the ongoing southwest monsoon. Out of the 7 affected states, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha and Nagaland had also earlier received the first installment of the SDRF for the financial year. Now, this assistance has been approved for the affected states and it includes 44.55 crore rupees to Arunachal Pradesh as an advance release of the first installment for the financial year. For Assam, the amount is 379.35 crore rupees that has been sanctioned as the first installment, while Gujarat has been approved for 500 crore rupees. Himachal Pradesh, which already earlier received the first installment, has been sanctioned 193.95 crore rupees as advance release of the second installment, while Odisha has been sanctioned the second installment for 500 crore rupees. Further, we are getting to know that Maharashtra has been approved 500 crore as advance release of the first installment. So the Home Ministry has noted that since the onset of the monsoon, the government has been continuously monitoring the flood situation in close coordination with state governments. We have my colleagues Dhruv and Anamika joining us on this broadcast, getting us the latest on what's happening in their states. Going across to Anamika. Anamika, what's the ground situation like? Get us a full update.
Well, see, this monsoon may have created a death toll is like 82, and while the several other districts are continue to grapple with indulging of this flood situation, and specifically if I talk about the Sibsagar district, the most flood-affected area in Assam. And slowly, still the water is not there, but still in the houses of the particular persons, those who have faced this flood situation, almost 2 feet of muddy water, muds are been stuck into their house. And now Chief Minister have said that in particular schools of those districts, to clear all this debris and muds, 2 lakhs rupees will be given to them and 15,000 for the per family, though it's a very small amount of money because the particular situation which they are going through, it's not enough. But now Chief Minister has said within within a month of August, this particular situation will be overcome because the particular management, how the assessments are going on, because what damage exactly happened on ground. And many people are working on this from the administration also. And let me talk about the people, many, not only the administration, but also the many NGOs and even from the locals from the Assam, from the other parts where the flood doesn't hit on that particular area. They also went for this particular relief material. And
so
now
teams of the SDRF and the police, they are also continuing to distribute essential relief material in flood-affected districts of Assam. We've got you that update from the state of Assam. Now let's go across to Dhruv, who's tracking all the updates in the state of Gujarat. Dhruv, what is the update? What's the ground situation like? Tell us about the assistance that is being given and the relief operations that are underway.
Yeah, there was a red alert for the last 3 days, but the recent days, since yesterday, there was a alert changed to a green, and since the morning, there is no rain in our Gujarat, only orange alert for Kutch, Bhuj, and almost Gujarat converted to green alert. But the recent last date, over 35 rain-related facilities have been reported due to drawing, and but emergency team has been very strong because of the last flood. So there have been 42,000 resident suffer zones and successfully rescued from more than 7,000 standard citizens. So the district of Navsari and Surat face the most facilities, and but after the recent flood, they have been very secured and transferred to the other secure location.
All right. Thank you so much, Dhruv, for getting us that update from Gujarat. But now let's also get you visuals from the state of Kerala. because multiple districts, including the districts of Kozhikode and Pathanamthitta, have witnessed waterlogging and flooding after intense rainfall. In Kozhikode itself, coastal police and locals rescued about 17 fishermen who were stranded at sea after the boat suffered an engine failure. Additional boats have also been deployed in flood-hit Ranni to assist rescue operations. Now let's show you visuals that have come in from Pathanamthitta, where flood waters continue to affect areas around Aranmula, while also authorities remain engaged in relief efforts. Meanwhile, heavy rainfall triggered a flood-like situation in Bhalesa area of Doda in Jammu and Kashmir. We told you about what's happening in Assam. In Assam's Sivasagar, flood-affected residents are facing challenges as water levels are gradually receding. We also told you about what's happening in Gujarat. Now let's show you those visuals. The Nayaka Dam in Surendranagar overflowed, following heavy rainfall, prompting the opening of 5 gates. Now let's tell you about what's happening in Odisha. Odisha Chief Minister Mohan Charan Manjhi and also Revenue Minister Suresh Pujari conducted an aerial survey of flood-affected areas as the state continues to monitor the situation. With that, let's quickly shift our focus to more news that's coming in. So